Sector. And our guest today is Putnam Kling from West Palm Beach. Putnam, thanks for joining us here and bringing you up from balmy Florida into very cold St. Louis.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, Jeff.
Well, thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about your company.
So what we specialize in is separately managed accounts.
Yeah.
And Everglade Capital is actually an investment advisory firm, and our focus is life enhancement investments, meaning that we only invest in companies that aim to enhance the quality or promote the longevity of our lives.
Wow, very interesting. So, life enhancements. I saw that title. I was like, you know, a lot of people are like, hey, Jeff, you're down at West Palm Beach. You open an office down there. Reality is that we wanted to give our message from St. Louis to West Palm Beach and also find money managers such as yourself that are living down there and have, I think, a niche that a lot of people are not thinking about right now.
Exactly. And we realize that individuals, they spare no expense when it comes to their health.
Yeah.
And of course, we are no different. So we saw this tremendous opportunity, which in our opinion, a life enhancement investment, meaning if we can discover these companies that are creating these products with the baby boomer demographic and the aging population behind it, then we have a tremendous opportunity here for growth.
Beautiful. And I think I said segregated managed account, but we've been talking about really what it is, separately managed accounts, which we've been talking about on the Jeff Duncan Show for the last year. Can you describe what a separately managed account is?
Sure. For instance, at Everglade,
I can't even get it out.
Oh, exactly. Well, for instance, at Everglade, you know, we focus purely on stocks and growth stocks. And so a client owns these stocks in their own name, in their own account with their own name on the title.
Okay.
So instead of a mutual fund or a fund company which pools investment dollars, we feel the client is best positioned owning these companies themselves.
Beautiful. Now, Putnam, what really got me interested in this is people are looking for growth. And when you're looking at the market, you want to go where the money's going, where the trends are. And with the government now heavily involved in the health sector, and all of us are living longer, and we want to take better care of ourselves. I enjoy food, and I'm always trying to battle that, enjoying food and working out. But what I really see is that a lot of money is going to be spent more and more on health care. Can you describe to me your process of weeding out the good and bad stocks that are out there?
Certainly. What we initially focus on is where is the largest demand? What is the area of the health market in which most people are suffering from ailments, or most products are coming out where individuals are willing to consume to feel better? And so we'll start and look in this space, and we'll look at what are the products that companies are creating to meet that demand. Then we'll take a look at the company, and we'll do a ground-up fundamental analysis, look at the health of their balance sheet, look at their cash position. And then we'll take a close look at management. And we want to see their past successes, and we also want to see the ethics and the individuals who are running these companies. Now, once we get through our filters and our investment discovery process, very few companies actually make it out to the other side. And then we make an investment decision on those companies in which we invest at Everglade in ourselves.
Now, are you looking at large cap, small cap, mid cap? Where's your expertise here?
We actually look at all caps. So we look at large, mid, and small size companies. But where we truly add value is helping clients gain exposure to the small cap companies they're not hearing about elsewhere.
That's very interesting because a lot of people, they think of the Johnson & Johnsons of the world. But really, nowadays, I find more technology, new products really coming from the small cap sector because the large cap sector is a little bit more bogged down with rules, regulations. Can you explain that a little bit? I've been reading about this.
Sure. If we think about it this way, those large pharmaceutical companies are almost behemoths. So they are like a large tanker. And in order for them to reroute their course and to innovate, it's a very slow process. So we focus on finding the smaller companies that we feel have products that are in late stage studies, which means they're closer to potential commercialization, or they are going into commercialization. And these companies are small and more nimble. And if we can put those into portfolios for clients in a diversified portfolio along with the larger cap, more established companies, we feel we're positioning our clients in the best area in that specific sector.
Very interesting. And Putnam, when I brought you into the show, we didn't talk about the name of your company. How did you come up with the name?
Everglade Capital is actually, my dad and I used to take trips out to the Everglades. And we would go on long canoe trips when I was a boy, and it was some of my fondest memories. And I remember the sun setting over this tall grass, and it gave a very peaceful feeling. So at Everglade, we take a long-term approach to investing, which is a much more peaceful process than trying to trade in and out of the market every day.
Oh, we've talked about on our show at length of trying to time the market, and we all know that doesn't work. I remember talking to your father. We were having lunch, and he was talking about how he sat you on his lap at age 3, and you guys were picking stocks out together, and that continues today.
That's right. He began mentoring me at a very young age, and I'm very blessed to have him as a guide.
Well, guys, I think this is a great place, in my opinion, to look at as investment opportunities, because we have to realize that the consumer, everybody is spending more and more money on health care. And one of the things that I find is we never price health care before we use it. For having cancer or heart attack, we don't price going to the hospital before we go to that hospital. Very few people price their health care, but I think that's going to become more important. But I think this, Putnam, is going to be a very interesting cycle to go through as we go forward in life.
Well, we certainly agree with that.
Well, thanks for having us, or having you come into our show, and we'll be back with you next week. Thanks for watching the Jeff Duncan Show, and we'll have Putnam back on for another time, talk more about life enhancements. Thanks for joining us.